welcome to the JLR Guru channel. Today I have for you a Jaguar XK Coupe 5 litre Portfolio, finished in Santorini black with the ivory interior, and I'm asking the question whether these are good second-hand value cars or whether you should stay clear of them due to the running costs. So we'll have a look around the car, I'll show you the interior, and then we'll see what we think. Let's get into it. Okay, so what do we think of this car then? Certainly looks the part in the black with the ivory, nice colour contrast there. So this one being the Portfolio, got the chrome inlays in the front bumper, as well as the chrome mesh grille as well. Being a facelifted car as well, it also got the LED daytime running lights with the LED indicators in there as well, which you didn't get on the previous model. Like all Jaguars, it's got the power bulge in the bonnet there. And on this car you've got the front parking sensors and the headlight washers as well. It's powered by the 5 litre V8 naturally aspirated Jaguar engine. Sits on the 20-inch alloy wheels. And as I say, this car's just come to us as a part exchange, and I just thought it's worth having a look just to see what sort of value you can get for your money. Now, I don't really like talking about prices on this channel, as you know, but we're actually offering this vehicle for sale for just shy of £26,000. So that is a huge saving over the original list price of the car. And for something that may be a second car for some people, or even a daily driver for some, I think the value for money you get on one of these is absolutely phenomenal. Just to confirm here, we've also got power adjustable and folding door mirrors and keyless entry and exit there as well. Let's have a look around the back. So the standard XK, as it was known, previously it was called the XK8, just known as the XK when they changed the model in 2006. Features the twin exit tailpipes, one at either side. The XKR, which of course is the supercharged version of the same engine, has twin exhausts either side, so you can always tell if you're looking at the back of one of these cars which one it is. Again, the facelift one's got slightly revised rear light cluster, so you've got LED lights within there for your indicators and so on. This one also has the reversing camera there, and this really nice sort of tailgate lip spoiler here. And the good thing about these coupes is they have a really useful boot. Now, as I say, this one's just come to us as a part exchange, so it is awaiting a valet, but still in nice condition. And you can certainly get plenty in there. You can get a couple of suitcases if you're going away for a weekend, overnight bags and so on. It may not be a child-friendly vehicle, which you'll see why in a second when I show you the rear seats, but certainly you could get a pushchair in there if you need to. Let's have a look at the driver's side now. So looking at the shape of the car, I think it really looks absolutely fantastic with the sort of rear shoulder that it has over the rear wheel. The sort of stance as it sits at the moment, it sits just right on the suspension. Bear in mind this isn't the R version, so anyone buying this car wouldn't be interested in sort of performance and handling. They'd want more of the luxury of the XK. So I think based on that, it sits right on its suspension. And I just think it just looks really nice. Nice coupe shape, nice long bonnet. What's not to like about it, really? Right, let's have a look at the interior. Right, so as I mentioned, this car has the ivory leather interior. So we'll start on the door card. So as you can see, you get a nice sort of armrest within the door card itself. The bottom half of it is actually carpeted. You don't see that very much these days at all. And again, over the years that this car's been around, that has actually worn really well. It's not been sort of scuffed and things like that. Maybe a little bit there where your feet catch it, but that can always be cleaned off. You got 3 memory settings for the seats, seat base adjustment, backrest adjustment, lumbar support, and a seat base leg extender, as well as the inflatable side bolsters as well. All XKs come standard with the cruise control. You've got the digital touchscreen in the middle there, which you could argue it's a little bit outdated now as well. But the seats themselves are perforated in the centre, heated of course, and you got the centre armrest. And then when they actually facelifted the car in 2011, actually brought with it the dial gear selector rather than the old stick shift on the J gear that they used to put in these cars. But have a look at the rear. Now then, this is where it becomes a little bit difficult. You certainly couldn't use this for a family of 4 every day. These are really sort of temporary seats, although the Jaguar do kindly put in Isofix points on the 2 seats there. Not an awful lot of room, if you look here, for a large child seat or anyone with long legs. So just bear that in mind. I'd say they're probably temporary seats, and you want to imagine that the car's a 2-seater coupe. So right, let's jump inside. Right, I'm glad I've jumped inside, because as you can see, it's just started raining and those clouds don't look too clever. So just before I close the door, I'm going to start the car up, and we do that with the foot on the brake and press the start button here, just so you can hear what the car sounds like a little bit. I'll give it a few revs. Sounds alright, doesn't it? It's not as loud as the XKR for obvious reasons. You close the door and it becomes almost silent. So let's have a look to start with at the infotainment system. Now, as I said, it could be argued that this is now a little bit out of date, but certainly anyone looking at using this as a second car, they're not going to worry about that. It's more the driving experience that you're going to be interested in. So the first thing that you can see is that we've got heated and cooled front seats, heated steering wheel as well, and everything is touchscreen as well, although it's a little bit slow to respond. I'm just going to turn that down so I don't get copyrighted by YouTube. As you can see, you've got AM, FM, you do get a DAB radio, a CD player of all things, which is just down here. Not that you see those anymore. And you've also got your portable audio. So you can plug in things like iPads and phones and things like that. So to come out of it, you've always got the arrow just down here. Let's have a look at the navigation and see what navigation from 2013 looked like. I'll just agree to this. It's not too bad. It's colourful. It's got all the options on the screen there. It does remind me of sort of the sat-nav system that was in the old X-types and the S-types and the XJ 358s back in the sort of 2008, 2009 model years. But yeah, it's still usable. Nothing wrong with it. Does the job. So yeah, let's come back out. Let's go to the home menu. What else have we got to play around with? Climate control we've done. As you can see, it's all there, all digital, just like a modern Jaguar, just a little bit slower to respond, which I certainly wouldn't have a problem with. Phone, I can't show you that because I haven't got my phone connected to it. Let's have a look at the reversing camera actually. So we pop the car into reverse. Decent picture, not as clear as modern Jaguars, but hey, you have to expect that, bearing in mind the car's age and when it actually came out. But certainly not bad. So this car has done just over 44,000 miles. So that's pretty low mileage for a car of this age. So what's it, 2013 to now? So that's what, 8 years? It's yeah, it's quite low mileage. I've seen these with over 100,000 miles on that really haven't been cared for, and you certainly won't want to buy one of those. But you can tell with a car like this that it's actually been run and looked after properly. I actually know this car was owned by a Jaguar enthusiast. And we've got the suede cloth headline in here as well, which is a nice luxurious sort of suede-y, velvety type material, which you can have that in modern Jaguars, of course, but they charge you to put it there these days. What else can we talk about? Oh, the steering wheel controls. Now, for me with my OCD, this would wind me up. 2 wheels on this side, 1 on this side. They could have put something here just to stop people like me getting annoyed, but there we are. So volume controls, skip and forward feed tracks and radios, voice activation mode, just like in a modern Jaguar just set out differently. On this side you got your cruise control, resume and cancel, fairly straightforward. Of course you got auto lights, you got your auto wipers. The Bowers and Wilkins stereo standard on the Portfolio XK. They did a few sort of obscure models of the XK, called things like the Artisan. They did an XK60 which had huge tailpipes in a sort of square shape in the back, or at the back rather. But yeah, it's a nice vehicle, this is. So going back to my original question, should you buy one of these for, let's say, 20 to 25,000 and enjoy it as a daily? I certainly don't think as a daily you'd enjoy it if you're doing anything more than a couple of mile commute. My round trip to work, sorry, from home to work and back again is 102 miles door to door. I certainly couldn't run a 5 litre XK coupe as much as I'd like to. It just would not be economical. So for me, this is a second car to use on weekends, have a nice drive out. Maybe when we get back to normal, you can head over to the continent, take it to the Nürburgring, go skiing, etc, etc. But there we are. So no, I just thought I'd show you guys what's available on the market through a Jaguar main dealer for your money, if you're wanting something that's a little bit different to what we normally sell these days. And yeah, there's your typical fuel low warning level. What can we tell you about miles per gallon actually? So the previous owners averaged 21.4 to the gallon, which is not bad considering it's a 5 litre. He's averaged 24 miles an hour though, to be fair. There we go. But yeah, lovely car. So yeah, just thought you might like to see it. Appreciate I've not been very active on the channel recently. We've just been stupidly busy at work, but trying to do as many videos as I can for you guys. So there we are. Hopefully you've enjoyed this look around a 2013 Jaguar XK 5 litre coupe. So there we go, thanks for tuning in again to the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you do have any sort of comments, if you have one of these, let me know what you think of it. If you're thinking of getting one, let me know if this video was helpful for you. And if there's anything you'd like to see that I can film for you and show you around, by all means drop me a comment, let me know, and I'll see if I can help you out there as well. Anything you want to know about technology in a Jaguar, again, I'm more than happy to help. I do call myself the JLR guru, so please feel free to get in touch. But for now, thanks very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe if you'd be so kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.